Alright, let's get back into it. I actually am not entirely sure what I was doing, because it's been a while. So let's have a quick look. Divide and conquer. Right, bring the key back to Milbert, because we found that already, I think. Blood and dust. Watch the fights in the dust pit. I think I'm not strong enough to actually fight there. Oh. We can do that. Find the max ice blood. Also my window's open right now because the air's kinda nice outside. I'm not sure, it's quite windy. Whether you hear that on the recording, I hope it's not too distracting. Right. Right. Ascertain what depresses Magister Rhaegon. That was in the temple, right? Let's do these for now. So... where does it say we go? To the old waterworks? Arena? Yeah, not the arena, I think. I'm not sure if the waterworks... I think I'd rather go to the marketplace, right? How do I set a marker again? I don't even know. So let's go straight ahead and then towards the right. Somewhat. Residential barrack ain't it, I think. Marketplace. There we go. Oh, I like how her eyes are following the rat. And the city marketplace. Got some sweet, sweet coffee. Right, and now it still tells me to go back. Tar pit, residential barrack. I don't actually... Oh, maybe the marketplace is not correct. But I'm not sure going through the waterworks is correct either. Because I think that's... Where did we come from? Old waterworks. Where does this go? Fish cabin. Main cavern, right? Yeah. It's also interesting that they... Like, both of those quests, they lead us outside the city, right? Report Naldal's death to Freda and search Max's hideout in front of Ark. But they lead us through different ways, which I find kind of curious. Like, one through the Undercity waterworks and one through the main cavern.
Move along.
Right, we're in the main cavern now, and we want to go towards the south quarter, yeah. Turn left. I do like how the Undercity is built, though.
Hello, I'm Obulus.
It's... I don't have any money, I'm sorry. It's super... atmospheric. Well. Even with the brightness turned up. Ark. Yeah. Let's do that. We're still in leather armor, by the way. I haven't found anything better yet. I don't know what armors are in here. Maybe like glass armors or fun stuff like that. Elven armors. I don't even know if there's elves in this game. I haven't seen any yet. Right. Go back to Milbert. Search the hideout. Report Naldal's death. Let's do that first. She should be around, like, it's, yeah, it's the middle of the day, 3 p.m. Because last time I killed Naldalf during the night, I think, and tried to report to back to her right away, but she wasn't there. She was sleeping, probably. Understandable. Marketplace... Heartland. I might need to get more coffee soon. Why did that start a quest? Ascertain why the gallery in Ark has to close soon? Huh? When I wandered Ark, I met the young gallery... Did I? I don't remember. Young gallery owner Erica Braveblood. She seemed upset. I should talk to her and find out the reason for that. Is that just some chatter we overheard, or is it a bug? Right. Freda, where are you? I think she's like up there, right? I don't know if I can go through here and come back up on the other side, or how does that work? Oh yeah, okay. Sprint as long as we can. I've been increasing my stamina, but I still feel like I can only sprint very short distances, despite our light armor.
So, yes, I've heard as much. Oh gods. This Quiranian Shriamgar surely lit some fire under their buttocks.
Under their buttocks.
Right. Hard times we are in if a troll can roam so close to the walls, while the guards play Morala's dice in the tavern. Anyway, thank you. I'll sleep a lot better now that this thing is over with. Follow me.
What, on Instagram? Oh, you mean actually follow you. Okay. What you got for us? A beautiful donkey. Aww.
You get him for free as promised.
Hi, Whirlwind.
Take good care of him, will you?
I will. How would you like to call your mount? I mean, he's called Whirlwind, right? Do we want to give him a new name? Oh, look at the way he's looking at us. I'm never gonna exchange you for a horse, Whirlwind. I think Whirlwind's a good name. I'm not gonna change it. Aw, achievement unlocked, Whirlwind. Aww. Look how fuzzy and wild his mane looks. Alright. After, you know, riding horses in Kingdom Come Deliverance and also Red Dead Redemption, where steering the horse always felt like kind of indirect and complicated, this is like a super direct way to control the horse. It's nice for a change, but I like the more realistic way these other games did it too. How fast can you go, Whirlwind? Show me what you got. If I sprint, how does it work? Just pressing sprint once isn't enough. Out of my way, pigs! No, pressing it once, or maybe that's just as fast as you can go. It's adorable. Nice. He doesn't seem to have stamina though. Northern Gate is covered. Okay. Can we back up? Nah, not really. If I press the back button, he just turns. Lovely. We have a mount now. That's cool. Galloping donkey. You're very well behaved, Whirlwind. I'm impressed. Considering we just met. I don't even remember how, like, calling my mount worked in Skyrim and so on. Do you just follow me around wherever? Can I just leave you here? You'll be fine. Yeah, right? Bye for now, Whirlwind. I gotta get back to the city first. Do some stuff, but I'll be back soon, don't you worry. Aww. Cute. Right. Next quest. give that key back to the guy.
You again.
We can rename the mount here. I see. No, Owen's fine. Okay. Where is Milbert? Damn, this doesn't look good. Ooh, well. Was that because of something I did? Is there a note? No. It just says meat of Del Dar or something. Okay. What am I supposed to do now? Search Celia's home.
Madame?
So, go back to the Undercity, that is? Okay. Alright, Barrack Quarter. Oh, that's also in the Barrack Quarter, Celia's home. Okay.
Yes?
Let's have a look then, shall we? This way. Power attack on a blocking enemy. Negates the block or something, right? Alright, how's the Barrack Quarter look? Have we been here? Apparently. Oh, that's just from when we went up to the Sun Temple. I see. So we're there. Home's over there. We haven't been in this area though. Ooh, new posters. The Silver Cloud. Will Braille Birdsong. The poet plays in Ark. Songs to be performed. Thou art my sweet spring blossom. Your lips are sweet as honey pie. Naught compares to your golden hair. Blow me like a battle trombone. Nice. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Like, some notes of Shakespeare in there, isn't there? What? What's going on? Oh, it's just... I found the barracks. It's like, what's this sound? Work, work, work. Hi, Elia. How are you today?
Did you say something?
I said, are you okay?
No, I'm perfectly fine. This is a grave. I'm kneeling in front of it. I couldn't be better. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that. I don't know whether I'm coming or going.
Oh no, I get you. Whose grave is this?
My sister, Gadia.
Sorry for your loss.
She... I don't know if you've heard about it, but there was this incident in the temple. The Red Madness.
Magister Yarrow. Yeah, I looked into that actually.
And you've heard about it. My sister. She was a novice, just as I am. And she... You know, she met this boy. He was only of the manufacturer's path, and neither our parents nor the Holy Order would have approved. She wanted to leave the city with him. Travel the lands. Just like in the Bard songs. I called her a fool. I told her that it was our path to serve the Order, and that leaving here would be a sin. 3 days later it happened. She sat in the first row in Europe. You know.
Only one option. That's a pretty harsh thing to say, even though that's what she's getting at, I suppose.
You say it as if it were far-fetched. But it is my fault. Without me, she would be with that boy in Duneville. Building a new life. It is my fault she was in the lecture that day. No matter how I twist and turn it.
It's not like...
This is how it is.
It's not like you could have known what would happen. Right, nobody could have seen that coming. If something is to blame, it is the Red Madness, or Yarrow himself.
Easy for you to say. Anyway, I should go back to the temple. Thank you for your words. Walk blessed.
Don't worry about it. Tell Magister Rhaegon. Oh, okay.
That's just how it is. Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
I like how they always keep saying that in, like, literally in the middle of the day. Like, is it safer at night, or why are you saying that?
My dame.
That's cool though. Just as a short commentary, small things like this that refer back to quests we did or other things that happened in the world make it feel more real and connected, right? It's one of the aspects that was missing in Skyrim a little bit too, compared to other great RPGs, is that I feel the world in Skyrim, it often felt so disconnected, and people felt disconnected from each other or NPCs in that world, because there wasn't so much referencing back and forth. I mean, sometimes there was, but not a lot. It was always like, felt very like atomized that way, to me at least. Aristocrat, aspirant. I think we want to go in here, right? No, not in the crypt. Well, the way it leads you sometimes is kind of weird. So, Celia's home, I suppose, is in the Undercity, right? But the way it leads us there is kind of weird. Go through the crypt. I bet this is like an area with enemies and stuff as well. So, what's this? I don't even know. Should I, like, probably shouldn't be walking around in here, right? There's like, what do we have here? Rats or something? I can probably kill the rats, but I won't go in here unless I have like another reason to. Quest that leads us here, so.
What?
We can look around some more in this quarter though, see if we can pick up some other quests. Also eventualities. We just picked that up. The novice Elia mourns her sister Gidea. She was a victim of Magister Yarrow's rampage. I gave it my all to calm her, and she will now return to the temple. Tell Magister Rhaegon. Oh, ascertain what depresses Magister Rhaegon. Maybe that is... Novice wasn't there. Military barrack. Right, yeah, let's do that. Let's talk to Rhaegon. Redjon. North is correct, right? Yeah. Probably here. Or not.
Madame.
Nothing new, I suppose.
My name.
How do I get there? Upstairs? Okay. leads us inside and then outside of the barracks again. And now? To the temple. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Oh, this is where we are. I see. Yeah, we've been here before. Rhaegon's not the master we talked to earlier, right? Fire Spark or something, where we had a chat about religion. No, I think that was Constantine. Constantine Fire Spark. It's nice at daytime. Just gonna close my window real quick. Alright.
I don't know, but I think it's not the tone he wanted you to transcribe.
Let's get back into frame.
By the way, have you seen this new Pyrenees mage woman? Pegas, or whatever her name was.
I've heard about her, yes. She's the Scarab, isn't she?
Yes, that's what she looks like at least. But she's from Austria, just like that Messier Firespark and the Coleman Sharin. Honestly, I don't know what to think about this.
Let's hope he knows what he's doing. Yes.
Chronicum.
What?
What? Oh, that's
Walk blessed.
That's you. I was actually trying to talk to you. Elias on her way back to the temple. She was in the graveyard mourning her sister.
Of course. Sister.
Oh, you forgot.
I completely forgot.
Hmm.
Oh, Hero, you damned old fool.
He was, wasn't he?
I guess I should be lenient with her. Here, I think I owe you this for your time. Now, excuse me. We have a lot to do here.
Eventualities. Level in 59 EP.
What?
Everyone's so friendly here. Liam. Can I talk to you? No.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, hello. You're the companion of that mercenary, aren't you? Dalveric, or whatever his name is. I don't want to be disrespectful, but part-time...
What?
That the order needs... This is holy ground, Outlander. You
What?
don't belong here.
No one wants to talk to me. Alright. Let's see what else. How do I do that? Right. Chronicum Archive. Nah, not yet.
Pathlessness, wherever you look.
Oh no, not pathlessness. And it wants us to go outside again. Yes. I mean, if we have a look at the map this way, that's the Noble's Quarter, as is this. And this is in the barrack, Celia's home. But that just leads us into the crypt again. So I suppose that's in the Undercity. Let's go to the Noble's Quarter for now, have a look around there. Because I don't think we've been... or actually, I think I'm gonna finish the barracks. Oh, what was that? Westgate. Or is that just... yeah. The foreign quarter, no. Let's finish the barrack quarter first.
This is holy ground, Outlander.
Go back the way we came.
This is holy ground, Outlander.
This is still holy ground? The barracks are holy ground? Wow.
Watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
A foreigner, huh? What a surprise.
It's like, I find it a bit confusing how NPCs are named or not. Because like the unspoken RPG convention often is that named NPCs have some dialogue and you can talk to them, right? Whereas unnamed NPCs either all have the same dialogue or none at all. It's not true for Enderal though. There's lots of named NPCs that just have nothing to say. It's always a bit confusing.
My dame.
Like this guy, for instance. Or maybe they will have something to say at some point, but not right at this moment. Lots of meat. Probably nothing important going on down here.
Madame?
The tone they say that in. Prison? No?
Yes. They are, but only to members of the Order.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm sure the Smiths at the marketplace are willing to sell you something, though.
Heartland. No. No reason to go outside right now. So we explored most of this. Heartland, prison, fortress kitchen, military barrack. Military barrack. We've been in all those. We haven't been in the Temple of Malthus actually. Let's check that out. Interesting that it's in the barracks quarter and not near the other temple. It's some fancy animations you got there. What's the temple look like? Oh, this? Oh. Does it go all the way to the top?
Keep walking.
It looks interesting. It's a dominating structure of the city. We saw that where we were approaching, right? Pretty big structure. Looks kinda neat.
My dame.
Is it important?
Teolor Orenthion has returned after all these years. Malphas truly smiles upon
Let's just talk to everyone.
Walk blessed, my child. How may I help you?
I don't think we've talked to him before though, right? And we haven't had this knowledge option with him, but apparently we asked someone else this already.
What it for one?
Right.
It also tells us the virtue of the path.
Oh.
The yes.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me you've never.
It's probably exactly the thing.
You are welcome, child.
Keep walking.
That the other priest in Riverville talked to us about. Oh. It's your sleeping quarters. I bet there's some valuables in there. This hall, though, it did have 2 entrances, right? And this is, oh, the way to the Noble's Quarter. We can do that, yeah. So, let's try and get to the other side of it. That's possible. I'll take it. There's supposedly an entrance on this side, right? Oh, no, maybe not. Wait, what? I'm kind of like, okay, so Nobles' quarter are supposedly that way. Alright, what? Probably up there somehow. Oh no! Thought it was stuck. Well then. Huh, okay. Pennies are indispensable. Tell me something I don't know. Perpetuum Theatre, Library. Oh, old waterworks. That's that goes into the Undercity, right? So that's the access to the Undercity from the Nobles Quarter. Interesting that there exists one. Watchtower, Marketplace. Fit-size puzzle box. Mirella's Miraculous Mixtures. And what's this? House of the Actors. Let's check it out.
Oh, you're an outlander, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
From Kilei. Your skin, it looks, different.
Wow. None of your business.
Of course not, my dame. Forgive me, I didn't mean to offend you.
Just take a trip to Folderol and try to settle there.
Building mug pyramids. I have a lot of food. Otherwise it looks pretty poor in here though. And no one else to talk to, alright. There's like a gallows in every quarter, right?
Penny, madame. Please, just one penny.
I literally have no money.
Please, I'm so hungry.
If a grunt root, parsley, or god's tongue, if sheercap, mint, or potions done, Mirella's Mixtures has them all. All herbs for the alchemist's soul. All doesn't rhyme with soul. Bad marketing. There's a puzzle box. Hello.
Walk blessed. Of course. Take your time.
What you got? Looks like a lot of Duema artifacts here. Some blueprints. Steel cuirass. Yeah, that's more. Bowl of an ancient nation. Crafting books. Oh, what's Parian? Is that light armor? It is. It looks pretty heavy, almost like Duema made, but it is light armor. Parian shield. Starling arrow. Alright, interesting.
Guide you.
What's this powered by? Something in the wall, it seems.
Walk blessed. Maybe she would like that.
Cool. Mirella's Potions is on the other side of this block or building. Ooh, this is kind of intricate. Well, I've been here before, but just walked through, I think. Bulletin. Looking for a procurer of old things against fancy payment. Visit me in my workshop in the Noble's Quarter near the bathhouse. Glerai Dal Turwin.
Walk blessed, my friend. You look disheartened. I have just the right thing for you.
Oh.
Visit to our gallery.
You sound so excited.
Beautiful paintings by different artists, each of them a treat for the eye. Come now, for tomorrow you may not have a chance. No, I thought so. Then have a nice day.
You run a gallery? That's unusual.
Oh, really? What makes you say that?
I don't know, it's just a dialogue option I clicked.
Antiquated conservative clerics who care as little about art as they care for the latest trend in Chilean fashion. But no, you're right. It is unusual. But even a narrow-minded country like Enderal has artists. And those artists need a place to show their work. Which is just what we do.
Fair. You don't sound very motivated.
Well, probably because I'm not. My husband thinks running around the city and talking to every peasant who crosses my path will help us get our gallery running again. But that's just idiotic. Oh, really? What makes you say that?
I was meaning to pick the other dialogue option.
Antiquated conservative clerics who care as they care for the latest trend in Chilean fashion.
Can't abort it now. Tomorrow you might not have a chance. I take it your gallery isn't going so well.
That's one way to put it. Truth be told, if the Golden Sickle doesn't decide to leave a barrel full of coin on our doorstep tomorrow, we won't be able to pay rent much longer. Especially now that my esteemed mother has decided to play hermit.
Is she not around?
Listen to me. A month ago, I would have been too proud to admit this. Now I shouted at a complete stranger.
What's your mother have to do with this?
She's a painter. Our best-selling painter, to be precise. Some people even came from other countries to see her portraits. At least before the war.
Okay. What makes her painting so special?
It's hard to describe. She's portrayed half of Ark's nobility by now. At least that's what it feels like. And she does it. The paintings are just so intense. I don't know how else to put it. That's why people are willing to pay a fortune for them. It's crazy if you think about it.
What do you mean by she plays hermit?
Well, what I said. For months, she's not reacted to our letter, nor sent one herself. And what's worse, she hasn't sent us any new paintings. Which is one of the reasons why this place isn't going so well. And in case you wonder why we just don't visit her, my mother was always a little special. And where she resides reflects that.
The Dark Valley. I see. So, you know what? I get around quite a bit. Maybe I could pay this Dark Valley a visit and see if your mother's alright.
You'd do that. That's quite the offer, to be honest.
That's how I roll.
A word of warning in advance. I cannot pay you. That is, unless you're interested in a painting from Prince Myth. But I warn you, they're as bad as his poems.
I knew there was something in it for me. Maybe your mother can pay me.
Yes, maybe she can. It might be worth a try. My mother and I, we don't exactly have a good relationship. But still, I need to know she's all right. You said you travel a lot, so you have a map with you.
Correct.
Show me. So there you go. That's where her hut should be, at least approximately. Good luck, and thanks.
Waka Waka? I heard Waka Waka.
My dame, please. The Lord will redeem you for your kindness.
Intellectual aristocrat. Dark veils between fire and ice. Wah, raw, the loneliness of the elder man. Shia, boom, pow.
What the? I beg your pardon?
In the fangs of violence my heart laughs, so hot yet so cold. Ah no, such woe. Courage, ayah.
But why the righteous path? This is incredible.
Pretty good.
I've never heard anything like this before. Tell me, my lady, where did you learn this? Who taught you poetry?
I just made it up on the spot. I'm an autodidact, yeah.
What is this? You're self-taught.
That's what that means,
Well,
yes.
this truly did bless you with talent. Tell me, may I interpret your poem? It's just
Please.
I have to. Well then, I hope this is not too much of a leap. But does your first line, the one with the dancing elder between fire and ice, deal with the socio-sexual isolation of old people in feudal societies? I may be wrong, but that was the first thought that came to my head.
Oh, just one option? I had like several options here. That's what I meant indeed, by Malthus, and there I was thinking the metaphor was too risky.
No, not at all. I was particularly moved by how you used onomatopoeia in line 4 and 6. Do these brutal noises at the end of each verse symbolize the hedonistic, violent way of life among the common people who have absolutely no regard for the lonely man?
Exactly, wow. What about the second poem?
Now that's a tough one. To me, it sounds like the inner voice of a murderer. Yes, exactly. He celebrates his bloodthirsty way of life. In the fangs of violence, my heart laughs. And then, suddenly, justice ends him, which is once again conveyed through those guttural noises. And I have to say, how you use the uneven number of verses as a metaphor for the discord that results from such a lifestyle is nothing short of brilliant. If that's what you meant by it, of course. You did, didn't you?
Yes, you're incredible. I thought no one would ever understand.
Well, you know what? They wouldn't.
Yeah, not everyone's as smart as we are.
They don't even understand when I tell them I'm a poet.
Yeah.
Poet, they ask? What kind of profession is that? So now I simply tell them I'm an innkeep. That is something they are able to grasp with their limited intellect.
Prince Enderal of myth.
That's what people long for. But you know what? I would rather die hungry than become one of those soulless pot-boiler artists who make a fortune off their stupid stories. Like Jonas Schmid does. Do you know him? Mundane rubbish. That's all he writes. But you'll find it on every bookshelf. It's a disgrace. Pure and simple.
Why are Schmid's stories so bad?
What? What kind of question is that? How can something that so many people like not be rubbish?
You mean anything that's successful has to be tried?
Of course. Not everyone has been blessed with an artist's intellect, you know. There are two kinds of writers. Small minds who give the common people fodder that helps them feel smart, and true artists who want more from life. Those who create, with no greed for gold and fame, bound solely by the calling of the muse.
I'm not sure I agree.
Well, then you're certainly more of a simpleton than I thought you were. Hard to believe the gods would waste so much poetic talent on you. I suppose it would be better for the both of us if this conversation ends here and now.
Philistine?
In the shackles of...
Oh, that gave me some XP and a level. Interesting. Yeah, it's really a shame that like Malthus would waste his talent on someone who isn't as elitist as you are. Stamina.
Presented.
Oh, it seems we had some learning points left over.
What?
What the blazes are you doing?
If you have to ask that, you'd better be on your way, my fair lady.
My prince.
Let's spend our memory point.
Him of the Desert King.
Oh, what? Can't I do it here? Oh, I think I have... I have the wrong thing selected. Aegis meditation, okay. Oh, I already have the Trickster's concentration. Goes to 20% more damage as long as your stamina is more than half filled. That's a very good one. This is just the locks. It's not terrible though. Oh, that's the fire arrows. I could do that. Oh, I think I'm gonna do that first though. That's all. Let's see how much the zoom in is. Oh, yeah, I should probably save. I hope not everyone's freaking out when I... No, when I draw my bow, right? Right. It's a decent zoom in.
Always forward, always forward, forward for the glory and honor. The spears at the ready, driving the swords into the bodies.
Yes?
Day after day.
Who are you?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. I can't complain. It's definitely more comfortable than my time on the road, though.
We talked to her
I
before.
grew up in a village near Duneville. I
I
decided
guess so,
not
yeah.
to return to my village and packed my traps and hit the road.
That's Morella's miraculous mixtures.
But still, right now the Order cannot
waste a keeper to search for a pathless heretic. That's it, isn't it?
This is not what I said.
Spinning rats again. You know what? You should be ashamed, all of you. When I was young, being a keeper meant something. But I suppose those times are over.
Anything else I can help you with, Madame?
What is it? Oh, whether there's something troubling me? Let me think. Yes. For example, that the Holy Order, since that Aranthiel is holding the reins again, cares more about digging up Pyrean ruins than taking care of the people of this country. Ugh. Forgive me. I shouldn't have said that. It's just... never mind. Is there something you need? I need to get back to the shop.
Maybe I can help you.
No. I appreciate your offer, but it would be too dangerous. This would have been a mission for a keeper, but they are too busy polishing their armors.
Believe me, I know how to take care of myself.
Oh my. Well, fine. Who am I to reject a helping hand? I am missing someone, and I'm not speaking figuratively. My son, my only son.
Sorry to hear that. What happened to him?
It's complicated. Have you ever heard of the Brotherhood of Kor?
Can't say I have.
I see. Then you haven't been in this city for long. The Brotherhood of Kor were pathless ones. Heretics, as the Order would call them. They demented the divinity of the Lightborn, and instead prayed to some barbaric deity called Kor. Initially, they were ridiculed. But thanks to their leader and his talent to poison lost souls with his ideology, more and more art people, especially sublimes, converted to his cult. And, well, among them was also my son, Rukas. I don't know where I failed as a mother, I really don't. 4 times a week I took him to the chapel to pray when he was a boy, and I always kept him away from dangerous influences.
Right.
Girls, boys, you know what I mean. But apparently that wasn't enough. He was one of the first to convert and take those ridiculous vows, even though he wasn't even 20 winters old back then. I suppose there's only so much you can do as a parent.
Yes, at some point your children will start making their own decisions. And there's nothing wrong with that. What kind of vows?
A vow of silence, and please do not ask me what for. It has something to do with the followers of Kor believing language somehow poisons the mind. Some pathless rubbish.
Where's this Brotherhood now? This is the first time I've heard of them.
Yes, because the Order, Malthus be praised, banished them from the city. The Corps didn't bother too much, but apparently one of their seers has had some kind of vision only shortly before that happened. She saw an island in the Red Sea near Doomville. So, this is where they went. They built a small settlement there about 5 winters ago, and Rukas went with them.
And you haven't heard from your son ever since?
No, nothing. But even so, I wanted to know he was all right, so I paid a myriad warden to, once each moon, fly over the island to see if everything is in order, so to speak. And, well, this is essentially what's troubling me. For 3 weeks, the island has been deserted. No sign of life anywhere.
Oh, he's dead. And this is why you wanted the Order to see what happened there. Fine, I will take a look at that island.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. If you could find Rukas, I would be happy to reward your efforts.
Of course.
You see, I just want to know if he's all right. Pathlessness aside, he is still my son. Anyway, best you talk to the myriad warden in the South Quarter. He can take you somewhere close to the island. I will be in my shop. Yes? Have you been to the island?
Yes, I have been in the last in the last 1 second. Emberlord and Fireflash. These are more stores, I suppose, that are closed now because it's late.
What blessed?
What?
Oh, that's the poet again. Enderal's Shakespeare.
Now,
Ooh.
come on, just a little to the left and... Blasted blazes! You are really starting to annoy me, you know that?
Talking about me?
Oh, now look at that.
Terrell win.
Great. Just great. What do you want? Are you here because of the placard?
You looking for help?
What? By the 7? No! Don't take it personal, but you really don't look as if you know much about Starling craft. What I am looking for is an adventurer.
Perfect.
Someone willing to take over a very important task for
Horst.
and me. Yes, Horst. And no, he is not my imaginary friend, but this gorgeous example of Enderalian metallurgy and Starling ingeniousness right beside me. My personal centurion, and soon my new body.
Your new body?
Yes, steel instead of flesh, energy instead of blood. Away with this useless shell and its pathetic fugacity. In Horst's body, I will live on forever.
Horst looks pretty badass, I gotta say.
Ah, you wouldn't understand this even if you'd been my apprentice for 15 years. If it helps you, just imagine that I transfer my consciousness, my soul, into Horst's body. And by doing this, I become him. Apotheosis, that's what the scholars from Kyra call it. Man's ascent to something higher. A deity, you could say. The only logical response to current events, by the way.
What do you mean by that?
Ah, red madness. Death of
No.
the Lightborn. You don't need to be one of those keepers to see something is happening in this
Oh,
world.
something is happening
It's
in this
going
world.
south. And other than the Holy Order and his new Naramese magically gifted pals I am no friend of, trying to pray away such threats. We need to change humanity. The apotheosis, the overcoming of our fleshly nature, is the first step. Unfortunately, I seem to be the only one who sees it that way. But hey, that's their choice. Oh, with this and that, errands, tasks your rough hands are better suited for than mine. But first, we
My
need to
rough
find my
hands.
assistant Pathira. She's gone missing.
Where'd she go?
Well, I suppose she took a flying unicorn to old Aranath. I don't know, sod it, else I wouldn't ask you for your help, would I? For his completion, Horst is asking something important. Some kind of steering unit, you might call it.
Are you Horst?
Pethira and I have done research and found out that Dalmarak and his cohorts in Thalgard worked on a machine there that might employ a similar mechanism. Even though I had strongly spoken out in favor of an armed escort to send with her, Pethira had insisted on going alone. And surprise, I haven't heard from her since.
Thalgard, what exactly happened there?
Something that makes it the ideal place to go if you're suicidal and you're looking for a quick way out.
Okay.
You're an outlander, aren't you? How can I explain that without going beyond the scope? Dalmarak, does the name ring a bell? He was an arcanist who lived about 2,000 years ago. Back then, the Order planned to build a second great city here in Enderal, situated in a region we now call Goldenforst. But as it turned out, the place was everything
as opposed to Golden Horse, am I right?
No crops would grow there, and the water made the settlers sick. So 3 years after the founding of the first settlement, Malif, the Order forced the settlers to abandon the mission and return to Ark. But as things are with vain personalities, Dalmarak, who had been in charge of the mission, didn't like that idea at all. Malif had been his dream, and so he wanted to hold on to it no matter what the price. One of his ways to do so was a device he called the Sun Wheel, an old Pyrean construction which was meant to make the barren lands fertile again. You can figure out the rest. One night there was a bright flash of light, and since then Thalgard has been contaminated. Apart from a few animals and the Sunborn, savages whose brains have been rotted by the green fog there, it's deserted. In the first few centuries to follow, the fog spread as far as Goldenforst, but by now it's receded from there.
So you sent Pethira to recover that device on her own? That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. But as I said, she insisted.
So it was her idea.
She's of the lone wolfish type, if you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm. So am I.
Here, this is the place where Pethira said she would set up her camp. From here, she planned to go explore the nearby ruins. And please don't die, else I have no idea how to get Horst up and running.
I'll do my best. Getting a couple of quests for outside the city now, which is good. Quite a big house. Goldenhorst. Needs something from the Goldenforst.
So many strange faces. Well, isn't it nice?
Prince Andreu of Kith or whatever. Yeah, we talked to him. You engaged in a profound discussion about art and poetry with Prince Myth. Bathhouse. Let's have a look inside. Hello.
There you are. I've been looking for you all over the city. Oh, by Malphus, did you hear the news? Mithril Birdsong is coming to Ark.
What? Oh, by the righteous path, this is incredible! What's he gonna play? Please tell me that he's going to sing How Compares to My Golden Hair.
Ooh, looks cozy and warm. Anyone you can talk to? Bather. Huh. What?
That's my favorite. It's so romantic, especially in the last verse when he goes like, "The wind blows soft, your hand so tender. I love you so, oh woman slender." I always feel as if it's me he's singing about.
Oh yes, I know that feeling. The melody, it always goes straight to my heart. Oh my. I'm sure deep within he wishes for nothing more than a simple woman at his side. Lord has it that if that weren't so, he wouldn't write all those and kill himself.
You're a traveler, aren't you? An impressive bow you have there.
Is it important?
I hope you know how to shoot it.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. Seems like you're having a good talk about that poet. Okay, what else do we have here? There was a theater too, right? Where was that? Is that Fat Leoran? Wait. We are in the Nobles' Quarter, aren't we? I thought we were. Perpetuum Theatre at the library. That's straight ahead. Okay. There's more this way too. Yeah, before we explore the Nobles' Quarter further, this is a good place to take a break before we head into the Fat Leoran, which I suppose is some kind of alehouse. See you on the other side.